Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be doing part 3 of my Black Friday haul and unboxing. The order that I am unboxing first is going to be from iGel Beauty. This is what it looks like when you first get the package. All I've done is open up the flap, so this is how they package their stuff. I am just going to check for a packing slip just to make sure because I don't want my information to be up there. So let me just pull this stuff up. And I do see a packing slip, so I am going to just take that off. So this first thing is actually their monomer. I picked up their 1 gallon size. Let me remove all this packaging for you guys, just because it's all taped up, so it's going to be hard for me to get off. I'll need to cut it, and that way I can show you what it looks like when you get their gallon monomer. So this is what it looks like when you pick up their gallon monomer, just so that you guys are aware. I do use this in majority of my videos unless I specify otherwise. I do think that this is an all-around good monomer. I do use this with many different acrylic brands. I do love the price of it is kind of the main thing, and I also don't think it sets super fast, which is, in my opinion, very, very good. I do think it has like a medium set time, so I do appreciate that because I am kind of a DIYer. I'm not always the fastest, especially when I'm doing nails on myself. So for me, this works perfectly, and their brand does a lot of sales. Like I see this as low as like $60. I think I got it this time for $80, but you can get it very, very cheap for this really big container. So I do recommend theirs. There are other good ones like Kiara Skies is really, really good. Not Polish is good. I do think theirs has a faster set time. Young Nails is good. The only thing with those is they do tend to be a little bit pricier than this one. You can get those ones on sale as well, but I've never seen any this size that go on this big of a sale. So just so you guys are aware, I just want to let you guys know this is the one that I use predominantly in my videos. So I'm going to put this away and show you guys what's in the rest of this box. So just so you guys can see before I pull everything out, most of the rest of this stuff is all the same. It's going to be some little like Mylar glitter flakes and some little stickers and decal stuff. So I'm going to pull all of this out so that you guys can see it better, because that way it's not like shadowed because of the box. So let me pull this out, put it on my desk, and then I will go through and show you guys each of the colors. I have to say that glitter, mylar, shiny things is definitely my happy place. So I am super excited for all of these things. So I'm going to start off, I think, with the nail stickers because these are going to be the easiest to just run through. So I picked up a few. I have this one, which has some like dream catchers, feather designs on it. I don't know. Let me double check. So this says number 13 on it. I don't know if that is what you would type into their website to look up the specific one. But again, this is just their feather dreamcatcher design. Then I got this one, which says number 12 on it. It also says right here, so hopefully you guys can see that. So this has just a bunch of different cute like fashion kind of designs on it, I think, and just like little spots from Paris. So I thought that was really cute and different. I don't have any stickers like that. Then I got this one, which of course we had to get the Minnie and Mickey Mouse ones. They're just super cute, and I thought that these would be fun for maybe a Disney theme set. And then I got these, which I thought were just amazing, very unique. I don't have any of these. So these are predominantly Marilyn Monroe, I believe. And they're just all different like portraits of her, which I think are super cute. Then, of course, I had to get the money design. I got 2 of these just because I wasn't sure, you know, the size and how much I would use these. So I picked up 2. So you have your different kind of money prints. Then I got some more dragon stickers, just kind of different colors. I have not used these in a video. I do have some other ones like this, but I definitely should because I love this. They are so cute. But I got different color ones. Oh, I haven't been saying the numbers. So these dragon ones, just so you know, they are number 159, 160, and 158. So those were the 3 dragon ones for you. And then the money design ones were number 50. The Marilyn ones were number 49, and the Mickey and Minnie Mouse were 48. And then the Paris one, I don't know if I said, was number 12. So that was those. And then this one, which is number 11, is really just like portraits. It doesn't look like any specific person, just different portraits, some more dream catchers, very whimsical looking. And then I got this one, which kind of reminds me of like henna or lace pattern designs. I thought this one was very pretty as well. And this one is number 10. So that was it for all of the stickers, and these are all traditional stickers. They are not like the water decals, just in case you were curious. The next thing, I think I'm going to go with this one. So this one is like a kind of multi-pack of glitters. They are just like little iridescent or sparkly like holographic dots in different sizes and shapes. I'm not going to pull all of them out individually, but I do believe they're individually packaged because you can kind of see them very well through the packaging. So this one, in case you're curious, is number 26. I don't know what this specifically is called. I think it's just like multi-design on their website. So just type it in their nail art section and you'll be able to find it. So that was that one. Then I got a couple of these like 6 color products. So these first two are little like foil, but they're kind of like a mix between like a iridescent mylar flake and a foil. These ones are very holographic. These ones have more of that like metal design. It does have one holographic in it. These ones I thought were super cool though, because they kind of reflect quite a lot of different colors you can see there. So I thought these were very pretty, and I love these as like a quick way to bump up your nail design when you don't have a lot of time, you don't want to think a lot about it, but you want it to look very out there, very put together, and very unique. I think these are a fun way to do that. So this one is number 22. It's the multi holographic one, and then the one that has some of like the traditional metal foil designs in it is number 23. So that's those two. Then I have this, which I thought was going to be very cute for fall, although we're kind of in winter season now, so these will probably have to get used next year. But they're little leaf designs, and they're very thin. They're kind of like a paper, so you can very easily encapsulate these into nails, which I thought was very cute. And I've seen a lot of like these little like maple leaf looking like glitter, so it's like a glitter cutout of this type of shape, but I don't typically see ones like this where it's actually looking like a realistic leaf. So I thought that one was kind of unique. Then I got another holographic, but this one is like a metal. So you have like rose gold, gold, silver, all of that. Again, I really, really love these as a very easy and quick way to just bump up a nail design. It doesn't take a lot. You just apply it to a tacky layer gel polish. So whether it's a base coat, a gel polish color that has a sticky layer, or whatever you want to use, and then apply this on top. It'll stick right to it, and then top coat as you usually would. I typically do it twice if I'm doing stuff like this, just to make sure it's fully sealed. But I do, again, really, really love these, and they're very easy and beginner friendly to use. So I do love those. And this one, I don't think I said, is number 21. And the next one, I am not going to pull this out, but I know it's a little hard to see because one looks like it's spilled, so I'll have to kind of clean it up before I put it away. But these are just like the mermaid kind of iridescent chrome products, so it's not going to show up this intense of a color as you see it in the pot. It's going to kind of look like it looks right on the packaging, to be fair, where it kind of spilled. You're just going to see that iridescent shimmer to it. This one is number 26. This is typically something that you would put over other colors. So this is not going to be your standout product. You are going to put this over top of another color just to give it a different reflect, and it'll shift based on what color you see here. So these will shift pink, this will shift blue, etc. But it's not going to have a whole lot of its own pigment. It's going to be a lot more of just giving you that shine. So that is that one. Then for the main event, all of these different like mylar flakes. I really, really love mylars. If you couldn't tell, they are my favorite thing. They are actually what really got me into loving nail art. I used to learn by watching Young Nails a lot, and they're really popular for their like iridescent, dimensional, mylar nail designs that they do on their channel a lot. And that's how I kind of got into it. And I have kind of different ones that I pick up. So I have ones that are a little bit thicker. You really need to encapsulate them in something like an acrylic or a hard gel. And then I have ones that, like this, that are very, very thin and very flaky. So they're something that you can do on like even just a gel polish design. So like even if I am doing like my natural nail with some gel polish, you can use these and it'll encapsulate within your gel polish top coat well enough that you won't have anything sticking out, but you still get that mylar effect. So I kind of use different ones for different reasons and with different products, but these ones I am really excited to use because there's so many different reflex that you see here. So I'm gonna run through them all just to show you guys. So first one that I see here kind of shifts green and gold, although I don't think the camera's picking that up. You might be able to see it like there a little bit. So it shifts that color. And this one is F23, and these are their designer flakes. So just so you're aware, when you go on their website, just type in designer flakes, and that one's number 23. I'm gonna kind of put them to the side as I show them so I don't repeat. Then this one is a yellow gold. It just kind of shifts that yellow and a little bit of green, I think. This one is their designer flake in number 5. The sticker is kind of coming up. I'm just going to push that down, but number 5. And I like the packaging. They're very cute. This next one is a pink that has kind of a gold shift to it. Gold and some green in there. And this one is F7. I just went ahead and zoomed in just so you can hopefully see things a little bit better. I realized I was probably a little far out. So this was the first one that we showed, F23, so you guys can see that. And then we have F5 again, really quick. And lastly, F7. Pink one. So just so you guys could see that probably a little bit better. So now I have two. This one's a blue with a pink purple shift. Don't know if you'll be able to see. The shift is going to be hard for me to catch on camera, but I will try if I can. I don't think this one you're really going to see the shift on camera, but it does in person shift a lot. This one is a green with a purple and blue shift. It really reminds me of like fish scales. Really cute and pretty. So this green one is F3 and then this blue one is F2. So F2, F3. Then we have this one, which is kind of just like an iridescent. It shifts mostly gold, but I see some pink and like green in there too. And this one is F16. And sorry, some of the labels are kind of popping up, so I'm just pushing those down. Then I have this, which looks like a white iridescent with some pink shift and some green, like a teal shift to it. So you can see the teal shift there, but then the pink kind of iridescent white. And this one is F13. So there's that one. Then we have this one, which is another iridescent white shade, and it shifts kind of a mix between like a yellow and a purple and blue. That's what that one looks like. And that one is F18. Then we have this one, which, oh, this just reminds me of, did you guys ever read that book, Rainbow Fish, I think it's called, like when you were kids? This kind of reminds me of that. This one is F10. It's like a purple with some green and gold and blue, like iridescent and shift to it. Oop, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see some of the shift there. Then we have another iridescent, like clear iridescent one. This one shifts purple, so it just kind of looks like it almost glows purple when it catches the light bright. And this one is F15. Right? Yeah, F10, F15. Then we have two green ones. This one is, actually they're both kind of like clear iridescent ones. This one has some pink and blue shifts to it. This one looks like it predominantly shifts green and gold. So both going to be very pretty, but they shift slightly differently. So this one is F12, and then this one, again, the sticker's kind of coming off, is F28. That's what those ones look like. Then we have this one, a clear with a blue, green, and purple shift to it. And this one, which is a clear with predominantly like a rosy gold shift to it. And this one is F22, and this one is F27. Very pretty. Then we have this one, a iridescent. It shifts kind of pinky purple, almost like a magenta color. This one is F11. Very pretty. And then this one, which looks like it's kind of like a green that shifts gold. This one is F8. So very, very pretty colors. Alrighty, moving on. So we got the next two I'll pick up. This one shifts purple predominantly, and this one is F11. Actually, I thought I said F11 already. Did I get a duplicate? I guess I didn't say it. So that is F11. Then I have this one, which is a white that shifts a greenish gold, like an old gold. This one is F20. So F11, F20. Then we have F19, which is a very pretty white iridescent that shifts a very bright, like fuchsia pink. Then we have a very bright kind of red, orangey red kind of, or kind of more of like a pink red. And then we have this one, which is kind of a purpley gold shade. This one is F14, and then this red one is F6. Next, we have an orangey shade that shifts green and a green shade that shifts gold. And then these are F1 and F9. Very pretty shades. Then we have some more iridescent. These, this one shifts a pink, kind of like a rose gold pink, and then this one shifts a green blue almost. So this one is F21, and then this one is F17. So F21, F17. And lastly, we are down to our last four. We have this one, which looks like a brown with kind of like a greenish gold. Again, kind of an old gold. This actually reminds me of a MAC pigment. I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head right now. If I think of it, I'll let you know. But this one is F4. It looks a lot more gold, like greenish gold in person than it's coming up on camera. And then the next one is F25, and this is an iridescent that shifts kind of an orange tone, like an orange and pink almost. And then lastly, these two, I don't know why they're different and they have a seal on top, but these are F24 and F26, which look to just be iridescent shades that shift kind of like a teal and shift a purpley yellow shade again. So that is pretty much it for my iGel Beauty haul and unboxing of their Black Friday sale. If you guys are curious of seeing any of these products that I showed you guys today in a future video, let me know in the comments section below. I'm going to go ahead and move all of this stuff off my desk so I can show you guys the next part of this unboxing. So if you're feeling some deja vu, this is actually the second part of my Not Polish unboxing. I did get 2 separate boxes shipped to me. So this is going to be the same as I did for the other one. I just wanted to show you what the box looks like when you first get it. All I did was flip over the packing slip because of course that has my information on it. But this is what it looks like when you open the box. I am going to do the same thing I did with the last one. I'm just going to pull everything out because these will break up as you start to like move everything around, and it'll leave a lot of like broken like dust styrofoam pieces everywhere that literally get all over the room. So I don't want to have that happen. I want to minimize that as much as possible. So I am going to just pull everything out, and then I will show you guys what is in this box after it's all out. So this is everything once it's been pulled out of the box. This is everything that I got. Again, it's going to look like deja vu because these are just the rest of the products that I didn't have in that first box. So the first things that I got mainly were because I was like this close to getting free shipping, and I figured I could spend the amount that the shipping was going to cost, or I could just spend a couple dollars more than that and get products for it instead of spending money just for shipping. I'm one of those people, don't judge me. So I ended up picking up 2 more of their acrylic brushes. I do have these in these sizes already, but I just picked up other ones. I love acrylic brushes, especially when you find ones that you like. They're just, I don't know, I feel like you can't have too many of them. So I picked up some more. Obviously, they come in this little box to kind of protect it. They fit in here. You can keep this if you prefer. I don't, because I store them in a separate container by size since I have so many others from other brands. But these are the ones that I picked up. They are the size 8 and 10. I do feel like these are the sizes that I gravitate towards when I'm using the not polished brushes. Their brushes, I think they're 12, 14. They do lean on the larger size. So not every brand is gonna have the same exact size, even if it's the same like size number. So for example, like a 10 in not polished may not be the same as a 10 in glitter bells, may not be the same as a 10 in young nails. So for me, you just kind of have to figure out which range you're using and what's going to be your preference. And for the not polished ones, I actually do tend to prefer their size 10 and their size 8 over their larger sizes. So I did pick up these 2. So I have one of each. They are rounded brushes, so there's no pinch to them. I have gone ahead and pinched some of the ones that I have that I've purchased previously. I want to try not to pinch the rounded brushes that I get now if I can get away with it. I would like to keep them the way that they are designed and the way that they come, because I have noticed, like I have a Kiara Sky brush that I pinched that I ended up ruining because I pinched it in the wrong spot. So whenever I use it, there's this little like gap that comes in when I'm using the brush and it doesn't stay pointed. The main issue with round brushes when you first get them, like I mentioned in the glitter bells, is that they're not like super trained right away. Some brands, like their brushes just will automatically work and be very precise and have like a very fine tip, even if they're rounded. Others with not polish, I do think you have to train them a little bit. So you have to use them a couple times for them to really start keeping their shape and be more pointed at the end instead of having like a more like splayed out like appearance. It just really helps with getting like the cuticle area, like I said before. So with these ones, definitely when you first get them, use them a couple times before you really make your judgment on whether or not you like it, because I feel like not polished hair and bristles, they do need to be trained just a little bit. So I do really like their brushes. I do think that they're good quality. They're very lightweight in your hand. They're very like cute color. I think that they are good brushes and they're worth the money that they charge for them. But like I said, there is a little bit of a curve when using them just because of that. Like they do tend to be a little fluffier at the end until you've used them a couple times. So those are the first 2 things that I picked up. And the next things are all of the Press X sets that I did not pick up or show you guys in the last one. So these are going to be the rest of their shapes and sizes that I didn't show you. I did leave one of these on just to show you guys, but each box comes with a little plastic cover on it. Although obviously for me, I don't think that it's absolutely necessary because it's just extra plastic. I do kind of like it because if the box starts to like open or anything, this will keep it from fully opening up and getting the tips like everywhere in the shipping box. So I do think that it is helpful, and it will be especially helpful if one does open, because then you don't have to like worry about putting all the sizes back or having something like get lost or break and needing it replaced, because then that's just even more waste. So I'd rather have some plastic on there that may be a little unnecessary, that helps prevent me from needing to get like full replacements of stuff if anything opens or gets jostled around in shipping. So I wanted to show you guys that that is how they come. And so the rest of them, I'm just going to kind of go through just like I did before. So I'm just going to show you guys what the middle size, I think it's the 3.5 looks like, and just show you guys what the shape and the length looks like when you first get it. So the first one is their Natural Coffin double XL. And again, these are all, they come with 364 pieces. Actually, I think just the XLs come with the 364, because these ones over here were 630. So these actually come with less tips than you get with the smaller sizes. That is actually common. I didn't realize that when I ordered them, but it is common for the larger sizes not to have as many in them. I don't know why they do that, if it's just because you can't fit as many in the box, and they are using like standard size boxes for every shape and style, or if it's more expensive to manufacture. I don't know. So just so you're aware, if you do get like the double XL or XL Press X tips, Gel X tips, they do tend to have a different, like smaller size range. This does say it has 14 sizes total. You just get less pieces. So it's the same amount of sizes, just less pieces overall. So first thing that I'm going to do is just open this up. Oh, I don't know if there was a size chart in the ones that I got before, so this might be different. So this shows you all the sizes. So you get 1 through 10. You have 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, and 6.5 for your half sizes, which is nice because if you're kind of in between, you don't have to do hopefully as much customizing as you would if you didn't have the half sizes. And all of these do have individual refills. When I purchase tip boxes, whether it's full cover tips, the half tips that you just apply to the end and you have to apply like acrylic or gel over, any type of tips that I get, I only buy them if you can get refill sizes individually. The reason for that for myself is mainly because I only really work on myself right now. I don't have like clients that I take or anything. So for myself, I'm not going to use all 14 of these sizes. And so it doesn't make sense to me to have to purchase a tip box that I can only maybe use like say 5, 6 sizes out of. And then once I go through those, now I have all these leftover tips that I have to find something to do with, and then just purchase a whole new box. Like that to me just seems wasteful. So I get ones that I know I can buy like just the size 4, just the size 6, like whatever it is. And that way I don't feel like I'm wasting as much, even if I'm not going through all the sizes. So that's why I do that. But let me pull out the 3.5 size for you guys of this one. And also for those of you who have used like Apres tips, Apres double XL tips actually are sculpted tips. You cannot get them in the natural, which if you saw the beginning of this video is really just talking about the C curve. So a natural curve is not going to have as deep of a C curve, and a sculpted one is going to have a much more defined C curve. So for some reason these ones only come in the natural, like their XL size only comes in natural. I don't know why that is. I don't know why Apres only has sculpted. I actually was really intrigued in getting this because they had the natural style, and I wanted to see kind of how those held up when you're using a longer tip, because typically with the C curve you want more of a defined C curve the longer you go, because it's going to add extra strength. And so I'm curious to see like how these hold up being that natural curve, being as long as they are. So I will let you guys know if I notice like a huge difference in like the durability of these compared to ones like the Apres that have a sculpted C curve. So I will let you guys know that as I use it. But this is the same thing as the last one. It's going to be hard for you guys to see, but they have the NP logo for not polish. It has your size here at the bottom, and then your tip just as normal. I get the clear tips. They don't have currently any pre-colored tips as far as I know. So all of the ones that you're going to get are clear. that is my preference. I prefer clear because I prefer to know that the gel is fully cured underneath, and that I won't have any issues with it, versus having a pre-colored tip that I'm going to add stuff to anyway. So to me, I'd rather know that the gel is cured and then not have to worry about that affecting the durability, affecting like allergies or things like that. So these are all going to be clear tips. So this is what the double XL Coffin looks like. Again, when you apply them to your nail, you're going to have to kind of take off what your natural nail bed is, and that's going to show you what the size is. So when you look at it, just like in my hand, this is going to look a lot longer than it's actually going to be once it's applied. It's not going to be as long because you do have to add in the length that is just going to be sitting on top of your natural nail. So that is that one. I'm going to put that away into the side. The next one, we'll stick with like the XL one. So this one is their natural square double XL. So same thing, you have your size chart. This is going to be your size 3.5. You have your markers for the NP and the size there. This is what that square looks like. I will say I kind of prefer the natural C curves. I just feel like they don't look as like bulky to me when they're on the nail when it comes to the Gel X tips. So for me, I'm actually really excited to use this type of XL tip because I want to see if I can get away with not filing as much, because typically with the Apres ones I do file the sidewalls just a bit just to kind of reduce the like width of it and kind of make it look a little less bulky. So that is what the square looks like. I'm gonna put that one away. And you can apply these with any tip glue that you prefer. They have like different versions for different people. So if you prefer like a thinner glue, you can use like the typical ones that come in like a traditional gel polish bottle. If you prefer like a thicker glue, they have ones that are a lot thicker that don't really like splay out as much when you go to apply it. I do have a couple that I'm testing out, so you guys will see that in future videos. But you can really customize these, even though they are all like pre-done. You can add some customization to it with whichever tip glue you apply. You can kind of taper in shapes a little bit. You don't want to taper too much because you can affect the strength of the nail, but you can add things to it that will help it work for you that may not work for somebody else if they are applying these. So you just got to figure out what works. But this one is their double XL stiletto tip, again with the Gel X or Press X tips with the stiletto shape. They're not going to be the most narrow stiletto that you ever see. These are actually a lot more narrow than the other ones that I've seen. I don't know if it's because of the length of it, but I do feel like even the Apres ones that are this long actually look a little bit wider. So these ones I actually really like because they look a lot skinnier. I prefer a skinnier stiletto. I just like that more tapered look versus it kind of looking like it's in the middle of an almond and a stiletto. But that's just personal preference. I am going to try to test to see if like the shorter sizes that do kind of have that like more rounded look, if you can taper that in without affecting the durability. So once I kind of test that out a bit, I will let you guys know in a future video. But yeah, just so you know, if you do like stilettos, you just got to be aware if you want that really tapered stiletto look, you're really going to get that best with like a sculpted acrylic or hard gel versus the Gel X Press X tips. So the next one is the Natural Square Medium, and this one looks like this. Again, their mediums kind of look short to me, but I like long nails, so I think it's just like my eye is kind of like tricking me. So these always look a lot shorter than they are, but for other people they are probably what you would consider a medium length. This is a very like salon style length in my opinion. Again, you are going to have to account for how much is going to be covering your natural nail. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot that sticks out over the top of my natural nail. I do have like longer nail beds, I think, at least on some of my nails, because I have extended hyponychiums. So for me, a lot of these end up looking fairly short because my nail sticks up quite a lot in these. But that is what that one looks like. I'll put that back. And then we have the Natural Square Extra Short, which these I don't know if I'm ever going to use on myself. Again, I have extended hyponychiums. So as you can see, if I put this like all the way back to my cuticle, it barely goes over the top of my nail. It almost kind of, like my natural nail could probably stick out like past the free edge of this. I got these specifically to use as like custom press-on tips. So for me, I don't know if these will ever be used by myself. I may see if I can like wrangle a friend or somebody who will let me apply these on them if you would like to see how these apply, like the really short versions. But yeah, so these are their extra short square. And I do feel like not polished ones, their square, are a lot more like crisp than the other brands that I've tried. So I do really like that. These ones, are these round? No, these are natural almond short, which almond is, I think, one of the really common ones that you see people use of this style of application. Just your traditional almond shape. Again, very salon length. Most people are probably going to gravitate towards the short and medium lengths with these. Those are very common lengths for people. Then we have the Natural Almond Extra Short. Again, this will probably be too short for me. This one I don't even think goes over fully my natural nail, but these extra short are really going to give you that your nail but better look. It's not going to give you a whole lot of extension, if any. It's really just going to give you a lot more like consistent shaping of your nail, and it'll allow you to kind of make it all look more uniform, but it's not going to add a whole lot of extension. If you have really short nail beds, it might, but for most people, you're probably not going to get a whole lot from these. And these ones, again, come in with 630 pieces and same 14 sizes. So the last three that we have here, we have our Natural Coffin Extra Short. These are going to be, again, very short, not a whole lot of extension. These aren't going to be the most like tapered coffin you ever see, because obviously there's not a whole lot of room for it to start tapering in. And again, these are not going to give you a whole lot of extension. It's really for people who want all of their nails to really have the same shape. For like things like this, if you have very like rounded nail beds, you want to have a little bit more of a squared off free edge. This is going to really help you get that without adding any length. Like actually, I don't know if you can see, my natural nail is longer than this coffin. So if I used these, and if you are using these and you have a little bit of a longer nail bed, but you would prefer to keep with the short size or the extra short, you can actually do the overlay method and apply the tip a little further out from your cuticle. It will give you a little bit more of an extension, and it'll allow you to really play with that free edge, really crispen it up without having to worry about your free edge, like your natural nail, getting in the way. So that is one way you can do it. Or just pick whichever size fits your natural nail bed the best, honestly. So yeah, so that's that size. I'm gonna move that over. Then we have the Natural Almond Medium. These are gonna be probably your most common shape and size. So this is what that one looks like, just your traditional almond shape, a little bit longer. So again, you'll get a little bit of a free edge, but nothing crazy. And sorry, these just came in, so they're a little cold. That's why it gets that cloudy look. But that is that one. And then the last one from my not polished order is the Natural Coffin Medium. These are going to be a very common shape as well. I feel like the like medium coffin, short coffin, and the medium and short almond are going to be like the most common. Then you'll probably have like your rounded shape, then probably your square, I feel, and stiletto. So that's what this one looks like. Again, gives you a little bit of an extension, but nothing crazy. It's your just traditional coffin. Again, with the Gel X, Press X style tips, the free edge here is not going to be super crisp right out the gate. It does have a little bit of almost like a little plastic nub that you can tell like they pulled this off of when they were assembling it or producing it. So you do typically want to file that piece off anyway, and by doing that you will kind of crispen up this shape. But I do notice with these style tips, the like edges are a little bit softer, so it's not going to be a very like crisp free edge initially. You do have to kind of shape it a bit to get that. But that is pretty much it for all of the not polished products that I purchased. If there's any style, shape, length that you would like to see me do videos with, let me know down below so that I make sure to do that. Otherwise, like I said, I will probably end up just going for the styles and shapes that I typically gravitate towards, and I don't want to always do that. I do want to show you guys stuff that you are interested in seeing. I want this channel to kind of be for everybody, so if there are certain styles or things that you would like to see, let me know down below. If you picked anything up from the not polished Black Friday sale, let me know that as well, and what you thought of it when you got it and tried it. Other than that, that is it for this section, so let me put all this stuff away and then I can move on to the next part of this unboxing. The next order that I'm going to unbox for you guys today is from Lisette Gel Nails. This I am very excited about. I haven't had an order from her in quite a while. I picked up her new hard gel collection. So this is how the packaging comes. All I did was cut a slit in the side. I'm going to pull it out, and whenever you get an order from her, it does come in this very light baby pink box, which let's turn it around so it's facing up. So you obviously have her logo, her gold embossed design, and then you have, when you open it up, your package. So you have her little, I believe this is a thank you card. This is the packing slip, so I'm just going to take that out again just because my information. So this is what you get when you purchase. You get your little thank you card with all of her information. And I'm going to put that stuff to the side. This is how everything comes wrapped up. Very cute. Love the sticker. Very pretty. And then, of course, inside you have your packing peanuts to protect everything. Make sure that they're not like jostling around while they're shipping. And then you have your products. So I'm going to go ahead and just start pulling these out just one by one to show you guys. So these are her hard builder gels. They are, I believe, 30 mLs. You see it right here on the front. And so what these are meant to build strength on the nail. They can build extensions. These are what you want to use if you are going to build an extension with gel. You don't want to build an extension with a soft gel. You want to build it with a hard gel because these are going to have a lot more durability. And honestly, hard gel is one of the things that I definitely recommend people try out, especially if you are somebody who's like working from home or you're a DIYer. Main reason is I feel like gel gives a lot more forgiveness than acrylic can. One, it gives forgiveness with the smell because gel does not have a smell. If you get like really up close to like a gel polish or a gel product, it has a slight chemical smell, but it's not something that I've ever felt like you're gonna notice just as you use it like throughout your room. You're not going to have people complaining about it or anything. So the smell is one plus to using hard gel. The other pluses are that you don't have to like rush to try to get the application done perfectly before it cures. You cure this in a UV or LED light, so it's not going to cure or harden until you do that. So you have a lot more time to work with it than you do with acrylic. So in my opinion, I do think that it's a little bit better for beginners because of that. The other plus to it is it files a lot easier than acrylic. Gel just has, I think, like a softer base. So even though it's very durable and it will last you very well and you can wear them the same way you wear acrylics, the actual filing of the product is a lot easier, and therefore it can be a lot quicker. If you are somebody who is just trying to cut down on time, gel might be a good way to do that since it's not as hard or like rough of a product, so you don't have to worry about like really trying to debulk with like heavy grit files and really taking the time to try to get all of that perfected. So I personally really like gel. I learned on gel and I would definitely recommend it to people. If you haven't tried it yet, I would recommend you try it out. I do think it's really worth it. It also sometimes is easier to get a very glass-like effect with clear gel than it is to get with clear acrylic. So that's another plus in my opinion to hard gel. So If you don't know, Lisette Gel Nails is a hard gel only brand. That is what she is known for. And oh, I didn't read this, but you probably could see it. So it tells you to apply this after applying your dehydrator and rubber base gel. Cure for 60 seconds, and it does only file off. Hard gel does not soak off like a gel polish would. So you do have to file this off. And if you have seen some of my videos, I have done some removals in the past. I actually do have a video coming up that is going to show you guys how I do a full acrylic / hard gel removal. The product I was removing in that video is acrylic, but it works the same for hard gel. So the first color that we have here is the Bellflower, and just so you know, these do have a seal on them when you open them, so I am going to go off camera and remove this so we can actually see what the colors inside look like, but I'm going to take them all out first, and that way it's just going to be easier for me when I go to remove those. So the next color that we have here, and I don't actually think that when I first ordered from her, I don't believe that her hard gels, like in this packaging, were packaged with this box. I feel like they actually just came like by themselves, just like this. So that's actually kind of a plus. I don't know if that's just something new or what, but I do kind of like that. So this next one is called Blue Poppy, and this is going to be all pastel colors in case you were curious. Then this one, I believe, is Bellflower, but I believe one of them is a light color and one of them is dark. I don't know if it says it on the actual thing. I thought it did. I'm going to double check to make sure I didn't accidentally get two of the same one, but she had created two different versions of this when she was in like her creation process for it, and actually ended up liking both is what I saw on, I think, her Instagram story or her YouTube, and so she did keep both in the package. I'm trying to see, I feel like the stickers look exactly the same. I can't remember what she said was supposed to be able to let you know what the difference is, so I will have to check. There may not be a difference. I can't remember if she said that maybe the packaging and everything was already done, so there really isn't something to tell you, but I'll double check. If anything, all you would have to do is just write or mark this with like a marker or something to just let you know which one's which. But this next one is called Meadow, and it is a pastel green shade. And then, let's kind of move this to the side. We have Daffodil, which of course is a pastel yellow. And these, to my understanding, are all going to be flat colors, so they're not going to have any shift or shimmer or glitter in them, so they are going to just be your traditional like cream opaque color. And then this next one is Peony, which is a light baby pink. Very pretty. I love her packaging. I feel like her packaging just feels very high-end, feels very high quality. It's super cute. Even if you're not a pink fan, I feel like you can enjoy and really appreciate just the quality of the packaging. In my opinion, it's some of the nicest hard gel packaging that I've seen. So I really like it. I think it just has a very nice aesthetic to it, which you don't always need, but it's fun to have. I mean, nails and beauty products are meant to be creative. They're meant to help make you feel good and just something to kind of, I don't know, make you happy. And so I love when packaging is really thought out and really nice and feels very high quality. So that's just a plus to me in my opinion. So this next one is called Daylily. And this looks like it's like a peachy kind of color. So a little bit different than the peony, but we'll see what it looks like when I open it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera just so that I don't make a mess here, and that way you guys aren't sitting here while I'm trying to fight with this foil. So I'm going to take all of these off so that we can see what each color looks like when you open the jar. So give me a second. So this is what the collection looks like when all the foil is taken off and everything is opened. This is called the Garden Collection, in case I didn't mention that earlier. They are, again, all pastel shades. I really love the way that they look. I'm glad to have some products that are not meant to be like a gel paint, that are actually meant to build strength, but do have some color, because that will allow for some more versatility when you're using the products. I'm really excited for them. I am glad she kept this purple. So I was right. There is is 2 different color purples in it. And I do believe, from what I'm remembering of the video that she posted, that she just kept the packaging because really she was trying to create a more pastel purple. She got this shade initially in her testing, from what she said, and people really liked it. She really liked it, so she wanted to keep it. But all of the labels and everything were already pre-planned and pre-done, so she didn't have a label for this. So I don't know if that'll change in the future when you purchase it, but just so you know, they do just have the same packaging. So you may just have to do like a little mark or something on the packaging with like a marker or whatnot, just to tell you which one is which, so you don't have to open each one every time. Unless you're okay with doing that, then you can just leave them. But yeah, I really like this collection. I'm really excited. I actually haven't played with hard gel in quite a long time. I really wanted to perfect my acrylic application, and I kind of just got away from using hard gel. But I definitely want to try to get back more into it, especially now that I'm doing like shorter nails, because I do think when you're doing hard gel on yourself, it does take a little longer than acrylic. Like I said earlier, I do think that hard gel definitely has a lot more pros for beginners than it does cons. But one con, I think, is that you do have to wait for it to cure in the light. It's not going to just cure with like air contact. So as I apply each nail or each hand, I do have to wait for this hand to cure before I can go on and keep moving. If I was like doing a client and they were here, I could just alternate hands, so I'm always working. So that's the only thing that I'm not the biggest fan of with hard gel, just working on myself personally, because you do have to have those times where you're just kind of sitting around waiting instead of being able to continue and like keep doing other nails or other steps. So that's the only thing I would say is a con with builder gel. Otherwise, I feel like I said the lack of smell, the ease of filing, and really just the ease of application with not having to fight against time for like the cure time of the product. I think that builder gel is just an all-around just beginner friendly product. So if you are looking into getting into nails and getting into nail extensions, builder gel is really good. Or if you're just somebody who you work at home, you don't like the smell of acrylic, you don't want to deal with monomer, these are going to be a good option for you. So there's just, to me, a lot of benefits to using hard gel. They're both great, but I do think hard gel has its place and is a very unique thing and a unique product to use. So yeah, that is it for this Lisette Gel Nail haul that I did. I didn't get too much, just this one collection. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Let me know what your favorite color is down in the comment section below. Let me know which ones you picked up, or if you are wanting to pick some up, let me know which ones you're planning to get, because I'm very interested in hearing about that. So that is it for this section. Let me move on to the next part of this unboxing. Alrighty, so thank you guys for holding in there. If you made it this far in the video, this last box is from Nail Company Wholesale. I ordered their sheer gel and polish duo collection from the DND brand. So that is what is in this box. So this is the way it comes when you get it. You have obviously your bubble wrap and a bunch of packing peanuts. These get everywhere, just like I said with the not polished stuff. So I'm going to pull all this stuff out, and that way it's easier for me, and then you guys don't have to hear all the crinkling. So give me 2 seconds to just take everything out of the box. So just to save on time, since I know this video is already insanely long and I don't want it to be longer for you guys than it needs to be, I did go ahead and unpackage all of the colors. I am going to just show you guys what the regular polishes look like, since you can see through the bottles and I won't have to like take time unscrewing all of them for you. Again, I just want to keep it short and sweet so that you guys can see what colors come in this collection. But I did want to show you what the packaging looks like and show you what the packaging of the gel polish bottles are. So if you are curious, you'll be able to see what that looks like. So this is how all of the duos came. They come obviously with corresponding colors. So same color in your regular and your gel. So this one is 2456 Like Butter. Obviously it's a very light nude shade. They come in the clear and pink plastic box, and it has a little packing peanut inside to kind of keep them from knocking around while they're shipping. So this is what they look like when you open the box. You have your gel here on the right and then the regular polish here on the left. Obviously your gel is going to come in an opaque bottle because you don't want any light getting into it and potentially curing the gel that's inside. The clear polish bottle does have a little embossed DND DC like logo on it, so that's very cute and different. I am going to open this gel just to show you what the brush looks like on it, so that if you are curious you can see. So this is what the DND gel polish bottle and brush looks like. Again, I'm not going to open every single one because it's going to be kind of redundant to do that. I'm just going to show you the corresponding regular polishes. But also, if you are curious and would like to see what the swatches look like, this is what the entire collection looks like. It did come with this. I didn't have to get it separately. So this is all of the colors swatched out, so that way it's easy for you to figure out which color you want to use. So as you can see, you get a pretty good range of sheer colors, from very, very light pinks, nudes, you got some purples, some darker nudes up here as well. So a very good range, I think, of your sheer colors. So that is the full collection swatch stick all together. So if you want to pause this video or screenshot this, you can go ahead and do that. Now I'm just going to run through all of the colors, not in any particular order. So that first one that I showed you was 2456 Like Butter. Then you have 2470 Gloss Moon, very pretty nude, like mauve pink. Then we have another pink, which is, oh gosh, I don't know, C'est La Vie, I think is how you say that. This one's number 2469. Again, another pink. Then we have Milky White, which is 2439. It's kind of almost like an off-white, it looks. It's not like a super stark white. Then another pink, which is Milky Pink, 2461. These are going to be really good as like base colors for French nails, or if you want to do like a lot of design and add your color in with your design. These are going to be good to kind of have underneath, and that way it's not going to be like overpowering on the nail. Then we have Coconut Silk, number 2460. Very pretty. This one actually looks like it has a little bit of a purple or pink like pearlescent shift in it, which I don't think you're going to see in camera because I can almost barely see it in person, but it does have a little bit of a shift. Then there's this one, which is called Barefoot, which is 2459, one of the darker kind of mauve purple shades. Then we have one of the nudes, which is Nude Galore, 2464. Really pretty. Then we have 2453, Fairy Ballet. Kind of a medium, like nude pink. Then we have a little peachy color called Daiquiri, which is 2458. Then we have 2442, and this one is called Catch Me Shearing, which this one looks to be kind of a neutral nude, like medium nude. Then we have Summer Peach, which is a peachy medium nude. Then we have a very light pink called Be My Muse, number 2445. This one is Sheer Glow, 2450. This is kind of like a tan nude. Next is 2463, Sweet Escape, another medium, like rosy nude. Then we have 2447, and this one is In a Daze, and it's a very light, like pinky nude. Then we have 2438, Whipped Cream, and this one is kind of an off-white, has some like yellow type undertones or like a cream undertone. It's not yellow where it's going to look like your nails have like discoloration, but it doesn't lean super stark white. Then we have 2455, Mastermind, very pretty medium, like purpley nude. Then there is 2457, Cashmere. Then we have Tan Lines, number 2451. This one is kind of like a beigey, like neutral nude. Then we have Peach Kini, which is $24.65. This is a peachy nude on the lighter side. Very pretty. Then this is a very pretty kind of rosy nude. This one is Tutu This Way, number 24.54. Then we have a lighter pink called Sheer Sugar, and this one is $24.43. Then we have $24.52 Giving Classy. This one is a medium nude. Kind of in the middle. It has some rosy undertones, some kind of brownie undertones. Then we have $24.48 Mercy Have Mercy. Or just Have Mercy. Sorry, the way that they're packaging it, sometimes it looks like it's a continuation of the name, but I think that's just a repeat. So Have Mercy, $24.48. And then, what is this? Player's Way, $24.40. Then we have a kind of bubblegum pink. Oh, actually it's called bubblegum. So it's $24.68. Nice bright pink. Then we have $24.37, and this one is called Satin Luna. A very nice nude. Then we have $24.67 called Need That. A little bit on the darker side of the spectrum. And then we have this beautiful lilac shade, which is called Lilac Clouds, $24.71. This one I can't wait to use. This I feel like is going to be so cute in spring. Almost there. We got $24.49. This is, again, a very neutral, kind of almost leaning like a gray, like grayish color. And this one is called Barely There. And then we have Gatsby Ghost, which is $24.41. Which is kind of a cool toned, like nude, purpley pink almost. Then, last couple we have here, we have Rose Palace. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. It's $24.46. A very pretty pink rosy color. Then we have this one. Oop, this one kind of came out a little bit. I'm just going to double check, make sure the inside looks fine. That looks fine, so I don't think it has anything to do with it leaking. It may just be what it was up against in the warehouse. So this one is called Fresh Linen, $24.66. Very light pink. And then the last two, we have $24.36 Blush Haze. And we have $24.44 Silk Petals. So this is the entire collection put together so you guys can see. I just put the little swatch stick up again so you guys can see that too. That is everything that I ordered from Nail Company Wholesale, and that is it for this video of my final Black Friday nail haul and unboxing. If you have any questions on any of the products that you saw in this video, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys liked seeing and what you picked up for Black Friday, if anything, if it was stuff that you saw here or something else from other brands. I'm definitely interested to hear that. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season. Thank you guys for watching all of my videos. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more unboxings from me, or if you want to see me using these products in other videos in the future. It really does mean a lot. I'm getting so close to my goal of 1,000 subscribers, so I do really appreciate you guys helping me out and supporting my channel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thumbs this video up if you liked it. I want to see more of them from me so I know to do them. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are and a wonderful holiday season. Bye, everybody.